Why should Tehillim not be said at night?
The idea of not saying Tehillim at night is something that's based on, it's more of a Kabbalah thing, but it's based also on that which we're told in Gemara and Medrash, that when Moshe Rabbeinu was in heaven, so during the day Hashem taught him Torah Shebiksav, the written Torah, and at night is when Hashem taught him the oral Torah, the Torah Shebal Peh. And therefore, in general, Torah Shebiksav, the written Torah, is connected more to the day. Torah Shebal Peh, the oral Torah, is connected more to the night. The idea of, that's Tehillim, and in essence also even Chumash. The only thing is that when a person is learning Chumash, it becomes Torah Shebal Peh. But to say Psukim of Chumash, one doesn't do that either at night. In general, we connect it also to the fact that according to Kabbalah, if one says it at night, it's Mo'eder Dinim, it arouses judgment. Judgment comes from this concept of Torah Shebiksav. Torah Shebiksav is something which is more concise, and therefore it has to be connected more to a day, to a time of revelation, to a time of light, which is a time of godly revelation from above also. Whereas a time of judgment, a time of night, we don't want to connect them. Then it's more connected to Torah Shebal Peh, something more understood. It's more in depth, more in understanding. The time that we don't say Tehillim, the Rebbe brings that starts from Tzeisa Kochavim, from nightfall, which means if a person wants, they can still say Tehillim between sunset and nightfall. Means the time when Shabbos ends, that's the time when we stop saying Tehillim. It's till midnight. After midnight, one can say Torah Shebiksav. That's when it's already midnight. According to Kabbalah, is the time when it sweetens the judgment. It's already, the night has been split in half. It's split the darkness of the night, and then one can already begin Tehillim and other Torah Shebiksav. There are those who say that on Shabbos and Yom Tov one can also say Tehillim at night. It is not our custom. The custom of Chabad, based on the Kabbalistic writings, is that Shabbos and Yom Tov we also don't say. The only time that we do say Tehillim at night is Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. The 2 days of Rosh Hashanah is all considered day, as well as Yom Kippur. As we know also, we wear a talis at night, etc. So both the 2 days of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, one can say Tehillim at night. There's no other time, even Hoshana Rabbah, when we say Tehillim, we start after midnight. So again, the time we can't say Tehillim is between nightfall and midnight, and that applies to all nights besides for Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Just to add to this, that this all reflects on regular Tehillim, meaning if you're saying Tehillim, for example, for Shir Chitas, which means you're saying Tehillim for the Torah Shebiksav aspect of it, of saying Tehillim. Saying Tehillim for the sake of saying Tehillim, for the greatness of saying Tehillim. When, Chas v'shalom, someone's sick, we do say Tehillim even at night, because then we're saying Tehillim as a tefillah, as a prayer, which prayer can be said at night as well. So specifically, if someone is in real need of Tehillim, so then it's davening, which davening is done at night as well. So it's more the aspect of Torah Shebiksav. If it's the Shir Chitas or something like that, then we don't say it at night.